Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at 5 different training aids that you might want to use and how they can help your golf game. So here we have the Power Shift board. So this is a new training aid that's come into us. It's effectively a really low-tech force plate. So what the Power Shift board does is it helps you get your weight onto your lead side during the golf swing, which, as we know, is quite important if you want a negative angle of attack. You want to get ball then turf with your irons. So it's pretty cool. It's got these little spikes on the bottom, so it tends to grip the ground. And then it's got the front end, which will sit under your lead foot, which has a little kind of popper in there as well. So you can kind of hear that if I put it next to the mic. So it's instant feedback basically. So we'll get it on the ground. I'll kind of show you how it's going to work. Get that there. Get my 7-iron. So what you're going to look for, so when you step onto this, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to rock onto your trail foot, so the foot furthest away from the hole, and then you're going to swing up. You're then going to rock left onto your lead foot, and then swing through. So you're really going to feel the difference between getting your weight and pressure through the right side and the left side of the golf swing, and you'll start to actually feel how you can create some momentum through the swing as well. So you can obviously hit shots with this as well. Any training aid that you can hit shots with for me is just perfect, because really if you're doing it in isolation it's difficult to then replicate into the swing, but with this obviously we can hit some shots. So there we go. So first thing, I'm trying to rock onto my right foot and then down onto my left and back up, and you can hear that click again. So one more. Really nice, easy training aid. You can take this, you can use it at home, you can take it to the range, you can use it indoors and outdoors on the grass. So there, so I'm going to go right foot up, left foot, and then through. There we go, that was a nice strike. And as we can see there on TrackMan, I've got onto my left foot, attack angle negative -4.6, which is exactly what we want to see, that low points after the golf ball turf contact. So really the Power Shift board, if you're someone who struggles with thins and fats with your irons, this is something that's really going to help you. So now we have the Drawboard. So this is the training aid for all of you slicers out there. If you struggle with that kind of left to right ball flight, fading off, slicing off to the right, this is the one for you. Hence the name Drawboard. It's going to try and get you to hit a draw. So as you can see, it's like a wedge. So it's basically a tilted board, which target wise looks this way. So it's basically going to keep the ball slightly above your feet. And it's also got a nice little cutout, white cutout, for you to see the club moving more from the inside. So I'll kind of explain how it works. We get it down there, we get the ball on the tee. So what happens is when the ball is more above your feet, you'll kind of see this when you're on the golf course, your swing all then becomes flatter, so it's more around yourself. If your swing's more around yourself, you're more likely to get, you've got a chance of getting it more from the inside. So that's why when the ball's above your feet, you'll likely see a right to left curvature in the air of the golf ball, because the club's moving more from the inside, so it's going to put that right to left kind of spin axis on the golf ball. Same principle with this. We've got a slight side hill lie, so the ball's slightly above our feet, and we've got a nice little white guidance line for me to feel the club is going to work more from the inside, and then be able to put that little bit of right to left curvature on the ball instead of that kind of out to in, over the top slices type swing. So again, you can use this indoor in your simulator. You could take it to the range and actually see how the ball flight changes in the air. I think it's a really versatile training aid. So let's hit a couple, see if we can hit some draws. Felt like a decent strike. Okay, so it started right, stayed right. So the club path was 2.8 degrees to the right. So I've managed to get that ball from the inside with the club. Face angle was 3 right, so it's matched it, which is why it hasn't come back in. So next one, we'll try and put a little bit of a right to left curvature on it. We'll see if we can get it to draw a little bit. Decent strike. Okay, there you go. Tiny little baby draw, path going 2 degrees right, face 1 degree right, so slightly inside it, which puts that little bit on. So if you're a slicer, I think it's a great product just to give you both a visual of coming from the inside to hit the golf ball, and also a feeling of kind of the club being a little bit flatter, the swing plane being a little bit flatter and around yourself. So here we've got the Divot Board. So this is, you've probably seen it on TikTok, Instagram. It's probably the most viral training aid that I've seen over the past few years. But that being said, it's actually a really good one as well. So it's basically like a little artificial hitting mat. It's got spikes on the bottom, so it sticks to your mat, your turf or grass, whatever you're going to use it. And basically it gives you an accurate reflection of where you've hit the ground. So if you put the ball on the middle here, you're going to see if you've hit the ball after. You're going to see if you've hit the ground after the ball. You're going to see if you've gone in to out, out to in, all because of these little sequins. So you turn them over and they go a different colour, just like that. So we'll hit a few shots with it. We'll see what feedback we get. The main thing with this is you're trying to hit the ball, then the mat, not the mat, then the ball. So that's the best kind of feedback that it's going to give you, I think. So we'll have a look, we'll have a hit, and we'll see how we get on. Okay, so let's hit a couple of shots. Obviously we've got the ball on the yellow dot and we want to hit the mat after it. So let's see how we get on. That's a decent strike. Yep, so as you can see on the mat there, the ball was on the yellow dot. We've hit the mat after the golf ball, which is obviously exactly what we're going to do. And then all you need to do is just brush it back and it goes back to normal. So let's hit another one. Again, this training aid, I'd say it's more for the kind of people who struggle with fats and thins. So again, it tells you if you're actually hitting the ground or not. A lot of people who thin the ball tend to pick it up off the ground. You won't really hit the ground. When to hit a good golf shot, you want to hit the ground. So you'll be able to see and feel that club going through the turf, yeah? So it's more for the people who struggle with fats and thins with irons, and you want to improve that iron contact. Again, that was a good strike. Yep, so we can see just after the ball, got that nice big divot. And that's what you want to see in a good golf shot. You want to see ball and then a nice big divot after it. Oh, and then go like that. It's all back to normal. So that's the Divot Board. And we'll see what we've got next. So here we've got the swing plate. So it's a really popular training aid, especially with like PGA pros, good players who want to improve themselves. You can use it for so many different things. The main thing really is kind of like the swing direction or the swing plane, because obviously you've got alignment sticks, you get your swing plate, so you put it in, angle the alignment stick at different angles. It basically means that if you're too steep or too shallow, you're then going to have to miss the sticks to avoid them, and that's going to help you change the direction of your swing. So we'll go through a couple of ways that if you're a bit too steep or if you're a bit too kind of in to out, then we'll help you with that. Okay, so the first drill that we're going to do is if you're too far from the inside. So if you're someone that sees a lot of big hooks, a lot of right to left curvature on the golf ball, or a load of like big straight right shots, this one's for you. So if your club path is coming too far into out, by placing the stick on the outside of the golf ball, angled back towards you, more or less on pretty much where your like a 7-iron shaft is angled, if you swing into out, you're going to hit that shaft, you're going to hit that alignment stick. Obviously we don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice swinging left and under it. What that's going to do is it's going to pull the club more outside, yeah? So hopefully instead of the club being here and into out, it's going to be more down the line and around the body. So we'll hit one. That felt decent. So as you can see there, pretty neutral shot, club path 1.4 degrees left, yeah? So that's really helping me get my hands and club left through the golf ball to neutralise the path instead of it being into out. So the next one is going to be more for the slicers. So the next setup we've got is for the slicers, the over the top players. So as you can see, we've got the swing plate set up on the outside of the golf ball this time, and it's a lot lower to the ground. It's probably what, 6-7 inches above the ground, above the golf ball. So this time we're going to be feeling the opposite. Instead of this way, you're going to hit the alignment stick. If you swing over the top, what you're going to feel is you're going to feel you swing underneath the alignment stick and out to the right, yeah? So that's going to get that club more behind, a little bit shallower, and you're going to be able to collect the golf ball from the inside more. So with this shot, we want to see a little bit more of a positive club path instead of a negative one, showing that we've managed to get it out to the right hand side. So let's see how we do. That felt like a decent shot. Okay, perfect. So club path, 2.6 to the right. That's going to help me get rid of that over the top movement, get a little bit more neutral and try and hit some more draws. So the well put putting mat is basically what's the template green. This one that we've got is a 4-meter putting mat. So again, perfect for indoor. If you're going to practice your putting at home on the carpet, you want something like this, which is a little bit faster than a regular carpet. So it's perfect. So what we'll do is we'll get it out. We can see the different features of it. Okay, so the two main features of this putting mat are the fact that you can use it for distance control, and you can also use it to help with your start line. So what you'll see on the mat, especially up this side, is you've got a hole here to aim at, and then you've got what's called the bad zone, which is kind of like a foot in front of the hole. Obviously you don't want to leave any putts too short. And then you've got the good zone, which is basically anywhere from the hole into this here where it's kind of finishes and says well put. That's where you want. Anything past that is probably going to go too fast and won't actually go in the hole. So what I like to do is, obviously, you know, you can just sit here, stand here and just hit some putts and see if you can get it to land in that zone. So that one there a little bit too fast. See if we can go in a little bit softer and get it to land in the zone. Fast as well. Ooh, nearly. Last one. There we go. So that one straight over the middle of the hole, and it stayed in the good zone.